I'm going to share a video that a friend sent to me just now, and I'm going to kind of cut some parts, so if you want to go see it, you can go watch this full video.
Put a buckshot in your dog's head. He went after my pregnant wife. He said, "Come get your dead dog's body off my property."
Lindsay went through a Hunterdon County dog lovers website asking about pet sitters.
In my post, the name Kaylee was tagged, and it was tagged multiple times.
Craig and Callie Cook of White House, New Jersey, offered various pet care services, working with the company Rover to match them with families. Not 36 hours into his stay, trouble. Remy and another dog got into a tussle. They say the Cooks confined Remy to a crate in a room. They were sent pictures then of Remy hanging out with Craig outside. Out of nowhere, the call that Craig shot Remy dead.
He ran our dog down and shot him twice in the head.
Andrew called police. They and animal control investigated and retrieved Remy's remains. Craig Cook was arrested.
The thing is anybody can tell you that they can be a pet sitter, but not everybody is prepared for what that entails. So the thing is people don't understand that dogs and animals in general have boundaries. They have feelings. They are allowed to be uncomfortable. They are allowed to react out of that. They're allowed to react out of being scared. So this person, the dog sitter, is saying that this dog attacked his pregnant wife, but there's not any proof of anything that's happened. I'm not saying that this isn't true, that the dog didn't attack, because it very well could be true given the circumstances. This dog is in a new environment. This dog could have never ever shown any kind of aggression before, but the dog is in a new environment. The dog was around other dogs and strangers, and the dog has every right to be uncomfortable, to feel unsafe, and to want to react out of that. And that's what people don't understand. I've worked with animals for many years, and I've even dog sat for random people and random dogs. One of the last dogs I've dog sat was a beautiful white husky who would bite me. He would bite me. We had to keep his harness on, and I had to distract him with treats for me to hook his harness to go outside, and again to get it off. Okay, that's just and I didn't blame him at all, because I was in his house. And there's another dog that I recently dog sat. She's a pit of some sort, and she is the first reactive pit I have ever came encounter with, and I had to go to her house multiple times for her to get used to me, so she wouldn't like guard dog and attack me when I came in, because I'm a stranger to her. I don't blame her for trying to do her job and protecting her home. I don't blame her at all. I was just recently at a friend's house who is dog sitting for a random person, and this dog is I'm not sure, I want to say she is a border collie of some sort, or a border collie mix or something, and she was described as very friendly, loves kids, is good with cats and other dogs and everything. But when I went over there with Monty, and so my friend put the dog in her little gated area, and she had her dog in a separate room in a kennel. While I was there and this dog was in this kennel, this dog obviously was showing some territorial aggression for the kennel that it was in. It was probably saying, oh, this is my safe zone, and when you come up to my safe zone, I don't feel safe, so I'm going to react. And that's a normal behavior. So my friend has two kids, okay? One of them is 1 and crawling around. And when he would go up to that kennel, it's not a kennel, it's like a gated area, right? So when my friend's kid would go up there and kind of touch at the kennel, the dog would react and try to bite the kid because the dog felt unsafe. That is a normal reaction for a dog. And like I said, everyone can say they are a pet sitter, but not everyone is prepared on what that entails. And that includes having reactive dogs, even if they've never done it before, or they're the sweetest dog you'll ever meet. Dogs react because they're uncomfortable or feel threatened, even if you're not threatening them in any way. And they have a right to feel that way. They have a right to react that way. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. And this is not a pit thing. I'm not making this a pit thing. This video just happens to be a pit. But from my experience, I've never had a pit except for this one dog I recently dog sat who was reactive. All the other dogs that have been reactive have been mutts or, like I said, a beautiful white husky and this border collie mix that I have encountered recently. So that's just a dog. That's just an animal. They're going to react. That's just the fact of it. Okay, this is the third time I'm recording this because every time I stop, it says it didn't record, even though I'm watching it record. I'm gonna end this video with two things, okay? Advice for someone looking for a dog sitter and for the dog sitters, okay? Because I've been in both positions and I've been working with dogs for several years now. So for the people that are looking for dog sitters, do your research, okay? And even when you do your research and this person has wonderful reviews, take it with a grain of salt, okay? Because you could trust this person, you could think they're great, you go take your dog to where they're staying, or this person come over to your house and then you don't have a dog anymore. You just need to be very cautious, and I personally, just now, it took me about 4 years to even find a local person who I trust enough to take care of my dogs if I'm away. I was having my best friend drive an hour and a half to come stay at my house to take care of my dogs, okay? This person that I'm talking about is who I met at a dog adoption event that we were working, and they're the one with the reactive pit that I was talking about, okay? So they understand. I trust them to take care of my dogs, okay? So for the people that are wanting to be dog sitters, if you're thinking this is easy peasy, lemon squeezy work, it's not for you, because it's not. You need to be best prepared for anything to happen, okay? Whether that dog is staying at your house or you're staying at this person's house, which is this dog's house, who can react out of being scared and being protective of their home, okay? So a couple of things I would be wary of and like just best prepared is making sure you have all the right tools to break up a dog fight and or a dog attacking a person. A couple of things that trainers have said is getting a, forget what it's called, it's a bar that will break a bite, like you shove in and you like loosen the bite to get it off of the person or animal. Another thing is to choke the dog out, okay? So you want to have a leash nearby where you can wrap it around, choke the dog out, because they will let go before they pass out most of the time. And then let's see, there was another thing, can't think of it at the moment, but something personally that I would suggest, which someone might come for me for this, but I'd rather do this than put a bullet in a dog's head. I don't even want that to be an option. Getting bear mace. It's gonna sting. It's gonna sting their eyes, it's gonna sting their mouth, okay? Getting a bullhorn, a very loud sound might scare them enough to let go and probably run away from the situation, okay? Again, take that with a grain of salt because those can be very damaging, but again, I would rather that happen than put a bullet in a dog's head. So yeah, you want to be very cautious, whether you're looking for a dog sitter and or if you're wanting to be a dog sitter. Do your research and get some training. Just the last resort is to actually unalive the dog, okay? Just try anything else but that. And I'm gonna leave that here. Hopefully the video saved, okay?